Well, we made it. It's Friday night. The working week is done. Time to have some fun. Hold on, but not so fast. Because I'm here to warn you a very scary new problem we're all facing. Guess you could call it a new pandemic, if you like. It's one that causes frothing at the mouth, a red blotchy face, and terrible incontinence of the verbal kind. Even worse, there's no known cure. It's the pity plague, or rather the self-pity plague, where absolutely nothing is your fault and there is always someone else to blame. God knows quite where this cult of victimhood actually started, but it's spreading faster than COVID in a bat-bothering Chinese laboratory. The high priest of playing the blame game is, of course, just checking my notes here. Oh, yeah, how can we forget? Prince Harry. A man, and I'm using that term rather loosely, who has no shame when it comes to absolving himself of all responsibility for anything and everything he's ever done. Sex, drugs, Nazi uniforms, dodgy women. Yeah, the Las Vegas stripper from his naked pool playing days, not the missus, obviously. Right, make it up if you want. Nothing, repeat, absolutely nothing has ever been Harry's fault. But while we can snigger over a bloke who whines about having a smaller bedroom than his big bro, despite it being in a bloody palace, pity plague is actually quite serious. Take today's obesity crisis, for example. 2/3 of Brits are overweight. That's 26% of us are dangerously so. Our kids are fat before they even leave primary school. But hey, why take responsibility for our own health when we can blame someone else, especially a Tory government? Cretins, how dare they force us to eat fast food and takeaways and cake. Same with exercise. You'd really need to be as thick as a mince not to realise that keeping active helps health. Even if it's going for a walk. But no, we actually live in a society where we expect doctors to prescribe exercise, or we can't possibly do it. And if our kids are hideous brats, it's not our fault as mums and dads, is it? No, it's the school. Huh? What's that about? Schools are there to teach English, maths, history, etc., not act as surrogate parents. The list is endless. Look, OK, let's take jobs that don't pay enough. Even though we don't want to get another one or work overtime, bother saving or cutting a cloth. No, again, no personal responsibility involved at all. Likewise, the dreaded food bank debate, where workers on above average income are forced to use them, but much more of that coming later. For God's sake, how have we got to this state of affairs in just 3 generations? It's a cliche to say during the war, only fools and horses granddad style, or was it uncle? Can't quite remember. But cliches are cliches for a reason. They're true. Older generations had pride. They took responsibility for themselves and owned their own actions. The idea of a government micromanaging because they themselves couldn't cope was totally abhorrent. Now, I don't like to get personal, but I'm going to. My nan and granddad were both raised in what is now unimaginable poverty, the proper stuff, you know, going to schools with no shoes on their feet, that sort of thing. To this day, my mum still asks how much and knows to the penny what she has available to spend. How to budget and to be self-sufficient were life lessons she learned in the post-war years. And she's never forgotten. A woman truly immune to today's pity plague. Of course, life has moved on. It's better, easier, more comfortable. No one's bombing us yet. We're supposedly happier. Are we, though? Back to our perma-miserable master of the blame game, Prince Harry. Actually, there's a thought. I guess we could call our pity plague gingivitis, couldn't we? See what I did there? Oh, hold on. Sadly, there's already a gum disease already called that, but at least there's a connection. Both it and the ginger winger's pity plague leave a very bad taste in the mouth.